Now, instead of thinking of a scale as a sequence of whole steps and half steps, let's refer to each note in the scale by its unique interval name, which will tell us its pitch relative to the root note. For the major scale, the interval names are from the root, 1 or unison, the major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, and then the octave, another root note. So basically, each note has an interval name numbered from 1 to 7. And there are other interval qualities like minor second and diminished fifth, and we'll cover those later. But for the sake of brevity, we're going to refer to minor intervals as flat. So minor second becomes flat second. And for major and perfect intervals, we can just omit that prefix altogether. So major third becomes third, perfect fourth becomes just the fourth. This is a 1 octave A major scale shape rooted on the 6th string. Do you recall your major pentatonic shape? Do you see how it fits within this major scale shape? Play along with me. We're just going to play through it slowly, letting each note ring out, really getting a feel for that sound. Major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major six, major seven, octave. Really focus on the tonality of each note and the way that it sounds in the context of that scale. Okay, let's do that again, except we're going to play the root note once before each other note. So we're playing the whole interval. So from the root, 1, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major six, major seven, the octave. So I really stress patience here, just playing slowly and really focusing on listening to the sounds you're creating. It might not be very exciting, but ear training must be done if you want to play freely. Can you ascribe an emotion or a feeling to each of the intervals within the scale? Okay, so now let's do that again, except we're going to sing the interval names out loud as we play them. I really would encourage you to try singing, even if it's challenging or embarrassing. Making that connection between the pitch you perceive and the note you produce is a really powerful ear training exercise. Just up 1 octave, super slow and patient, and singing. 1, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major six, major seven, octave. If you have trouble in this range, you can move the root note up and down, and you can also try dropping or raising the pitch by an octave when you hit the boundary of your range. Perfect fifth, major six, major seven, octave. If it's still too hard, you can try meowing, meow, 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 humming, or even just imagining. So now we will sing the whole interval from the root note each time. Ready? 1, 1, that's unison. 1, major second, 1, major third, 1, perfect fourth, 1, perfect fifth, 1, major six, 1, major 7, 1 octave. Just practice this. You can try starting from different root notes, just going up and down the scale shape, singing the interval names and making that connection between the pitch you perceive on your guitar and the note you're producing with your voice. So we're going to sing the whole interval now. Can you imagine in your head what that interval note is going to be, and then sing it and then play it on the guitar, and then test how close you were? 1 major 2nd, 1 major 3rd, 1 perfect 4, 1 perfect 5th, 1 major 6, 1 major 7, 1 octave. Don't worry if this is difficult. This is one of those skills that will develop over time, but I promise anyone can make progress at this if they try. These exercises are going to help develop your audiation, which is a skill associated with hearing music internally. Absolutely anybody can get better at this if they practice with focus and especially patience. Don't expect too much too soon, and remember to take the time to reflect on the progress that you have made. This backing track is in the key of G major. So when we say a song is in the key of a certain scale, it means that the melodies and the chords of that song are generally made up from the notes of that scale. So the root of the scale in G major, that's the note G and the G major chord, that's home. It's the most harmonically stable within the context of that scale. Just play around with the notes in this 1 octave scale shape over the G major backing track and think about which of the intervals sound better than others. There's only one chord in the backing track. Play up through each note in the scale and just try and feel the tension and resolution in each note. Let's start from the root, G on the 6th string, 3rd fret. So that sounds pretty stable, right? That's because that's the root, home. Major 2nd. You can kind of feel like it pulls you back to that root note. Major 3rd. That sounds pretty stable on this chord, doesn't it? Perfect 4th. I feel like it leads you back to the major 3rd. Let's go up to the perfect 5th. Also pretty stable. Major 6. Kind of pulls you back to the 5th. Major 7th. That's pulling me up to that high root. So you feel how some of the intervals are better to hang out on, and others you just kind of want to pass through them on the way to other notes. It all depends on the key signature of the song you're playing over, what notes sound good, as well as the current chord being played in the track.